Matt is close to so many beautiful things. I'm in Evanston technically here, but just walk the dog just a matter of like half a mile or a little more, and you're on beautiful golf course, bridges, the river. You'll see boats going through, people bird watching. I mean, so it's not just Wilmette, but what's around it. Wanted to mention too that I was driving my daughter to school the other day, and she said something that was pretty telling and pretty accurate. When we drive to the high school, she will see all the kids waiting on the street corner for the bus, or kids, they're really, kind of fun to watch and see them, getting ready for school, and they're wearing shorts when it's 40 degrees out and all the stuff that they do. And my daughter's a little bit older now, and she just said, Wilmette or East Wilmette or wherever we're driving, she said, is so wholesome. And she's 15, just turned 16. And I thought, you know what, that's very true. Kids are riding their bikes to school. We've seen little kids like 2 foot nothing with their backpacks on, walking to school by themselves, and groups of kids biking. And I mean, it's really a nice thing, to watch, and it's just really, a really wholesome, fun community. The other thing that's very telling and interesting about Wilmette is a long time ago, maybe, I don't know, 12, 18 years ago, I don't really remember the year, but there was a big vote for, it would raise taxes a little bit, nothing crazy, but it was a decent amount of money that needed to be raised to keep the schools with all their music programs and extra programs and all the things that they have that are really great assets and very valuable. And when we went to vote, and when we were standing outside with our kids asking for support for the vote, people that have been in the community a long time said, oh, we are, they didn't have any kids in the schools anymore, and they said, we are absolutely voting yes for this because that's the way it should be, and that's the way our kids had it when they were going to school. And it was really a testament, to the community and kind of the bond, that you have as a community, and what people value is important, and that they're willing to, partake in something that benefited their kids, and they wanted to see, younger kids value from that, get value from that too. It was very, very sweet, very nice, very telling. So along those lines, I have 3 clients that have moved here in the last year. 2 of them just happen to be from California, and I've come to find out that they all have met and know each other now. 2 of them from the preschool, and their kids are friends. They live in different parts of Wilmette. They just happen to meet. I mean, it is a small world, small community. And then the other one knows the other, a third one knows them too. So it was kind of, it was pretty neat. And I was with one of the clients the other day, and was talking to her kids, and they were telling me that they really liked Wilmette, that one of them was telling me who his best friend is, and they've just been here about a month, and they really seem to be enjoying it. And I told them, gave them a heads up about, really low maintenance, easy, cheap basketball program, like once a week at the Park District for one of their kids, maybe to meet some more kids that way. And I definitely know that people have been kind of open arms, having coffees, with the moms, and the kids have been getting, invited to things and having a nice time. Sorry, my dog's pulling me here. So with all this being said, living in Wilmette is a very positive experience for most people. And the real estate values, are very strong, meaning they've been going up for quite a while, like a lot of parts of the country. But Wilmette in particular is very strong and has weathered economic downturns very well in the past, and I will say, you know, a small amount of inventory has always helped Wilmette, but now these days the demand is so much higher. There's more people moving from the city coming up to Wilmette when they don't have any kids, or when their kids are just born, or they're pregnant. People used to wait a lot of times, families that were moving up, not everyone is a family, but the ones that were moving up from the city would wait until their kids were just about in kindergarten. And that has really changed quite a bit now. People come up much earlier, and then with the way that people value kind of more open space now, easier living, it's through the roof, and there's nowhere to develop any more homes. So, you know, the homes are getting, you know, I've just had one where had 12 offers on it. Homes are mostly flying off the market, unless it's just grossly something wrong with it or overpriced. But typically, you know, a home that fits a good mold is just flying off the market, and you know, people are very happy. And I've actually had people kind of trying to plan their next move years in advance, just because they know it'll be so hard to find when they get there.